Hi guys. So I just finished listening to the president's speech. And I'm going to tell you my reactions. At first, I say things the way they are. And I keep telling people that are very delusional that please do not live in delusion. For me, I want Nigeria to do well. If a president does well, I will say it. President Tinubu, well done. You did well on this speech. And you did well on the measures because it's obvious you listened to all the things we had been saying. And you see, for all of you that think we don't want the best of this country, you have no idea how much I love this country. And that speech was a good speech by President Tinubu. I say it the way it is. And I don't put sentiment to the matter. All the things we said, as regards CNG buses, he has ordered for the CNG buses, that will put also money into our economy. And when that puts money into our economy, I hope that people like Innocent will be able to get those contracts. And some other producers of CNG bus, they should give it to local manufacturers. Also, the billions is putting down for businesses, yes. Because you need to be able to stimulate growth. Can we do more? Yes, but at least it's a good start. So as regards putting money for businesses, yes. And when a man does what I tell you, I am very dispassionate in my analysis. This was the kind of speech we have been expecting from President Tinubu. And I'm happy that all the advice and the solutions we have given, but it remains in the implementation. It is one thing to announce it, but if we mess up the implementation, it will be worse than where we are coming from. It is one thing to announce all of this, but if he does not implement properly, it will be worse off from where we are coming from. Take, for instance, those monies he said he's going to give to businesses. I hope it's not going to be given to party members. I hope they are going to scrutinize the process effectively. The monies that he said he's going to put out there for those businesses, I hope the buses that are going to be bought, I hope that it's going to come to Nigerian manufacturers. But it's a good speech. And also, I kept on saying this. You see, when we talk because we love this country so much. I kept on saying it, that there is no way, that there is no president, no country that doesn't intervene in energy price of its citizens. As of today, China sees subsidized energy. In fact, China spent over billions to be able to subsidize renewable energy for its citizens. And you heard what President Tinubu said. He said, we see the price, international price of gasoline. We see the pain with hardship. When necessary, we have to still intervene. What that means invariably that if they need to put subsidy to cushion the effect, if the price goes up, they will do it. So there needs to be a level of intervention. I am not here for sentiment. I don't do sentiment. If you know me, my integrity is forthright. President Tinubu, I give it to you with those raft of measures. We can do more, but the next thing you must target now is the implementation. And if you go and watch all my analysis, these are the things I've always called for. Provide CNG buses, increase minimum wage and all. Another thing now President Tinubu should add to it is let's also ensure that the refineries kick off on time. And also, let's also ensure that there's a framework as regards CNG. So those are the things we need to look at. But these measures, good. Can we add to it? Yes. But please, let us not forget that it is one thing to announce and it's another thing to implement. Like President Tinubu said, when necessary, we have to intervene. Maybe I said it that day. Some people were saying subsidy is gone. Subsidy is gone. You know, intervention again. Foul. No nation in the world can afford to leave its citizens to the vagaries of international forces as regards its energy. Every nation in the world at some point subsidizes energy. And I'm happy President Tinubu said it again, that at some point, if need be, we have to intervene in the price. So what they're telling you is that, yes, we allow market forces to happen as regards price of petrol, but if it gets too high, then we have to intervene to be able to cushion price down to a certain extent. I said this, but you see, a lot of the classical economists will just keep talking without understanding of reality of economics. And that's just why those measures are good. I like the target of those measures to the industry. I like the target of those measures to other sectors of the economy, the small businesses, the industry. Those are good targeted measures. That's what I've always advocated for. Because when you raise businesses raise people, rather than just giving those money and sharing it for people with nothing. But the implementation should matter. Hope is not going to be a case of these APC leading people that are now getting the subvention for businesses. That's where the problem is going to come. I favor methods like this rather than that 8,000 they will have just shared for a couple of people. No. Put the money back into the economy. Now, you will see that our auto industry will kick off, because if you are ordering over 1,000 CNG buses, that's production capacity for the likes of Innocent. He will need to get more people. That's production capacity for the likes of Nord. If you check a live I did a couple of nights ago, I had the guy that makes Nord, the owner of the company. I had him on my life. And those are the things I've always advocated. If you go and watch my former videos, those were the things I've always advocated. After this live I'm doing, I will post my video. My former videos I've done on this issue. And you see. So that you see for yourself that those are the things I have always advocated. And that's why I'm for a better Nigeria. If somebody does well, I say it does well. I don't deceive myself. I'm not partisan. I can see some APC members shouting, record this live. I said it because President Tinubu did well with his speech. He targeted the measures we have always talked about. And it also shows that they are listening to us. And you can hear the truth for yourself when he said it. When there is need, there will have to be an intervention. There will have to be an intervention. In case you are just joining me on Facebook, I'm doing Instagram and Facebook. I'm just reacting to President Tinubu's speech. And I said, wholeheartedly, I'm happy about the speech. He addressed the concerns we've always talked about. We've always talked about the possibility of boosting the auto industry with CNG buses. And I'm going to post videos that I've done as regards this. And I want you to match them up, because these are the solutions that I've always given. Boost the auto industry. Make more requests for CNG buses. Boost the manufacturing sector. Boost the business sector. They said there are going to be special loans targeted at manufacturing and business sector. All of this is good. But all I just call for is, please, we should scrutinize it. You should not make it about APC or PDP people. Let it truly get to people that need it. Pure and simple. And one other thing he said is that he understands the crude oil, the petrol prices, and when need be, we intervene. When need be, we intervene. It's in tandem with what I've always said. And I'm going to see, after this video, I'm going to post the videos I've constantly done, the solutions I've constantly said prior to this time. I'm going to post it here so that you can see it on the channel and see that all the things President Tinubu said are centered around things I've always said. That's why today I'm supporting him. It doesn't mean if he does otherwise tomorrow, I will not talk against him. I would though. So it doesn't mean I'm not for any party. I'm for the truth and I'm for the development of Nigeria. So I don't care about any politician. But today, if Tinubu has done well with his speech, I will sing his praises. If he doesn't do well tomorrow, I will talk. Another part of the speech I did not add is also the need to fix our refinery. That's one part I did not see in the speech, because you also need to fix refinery. You cannot say because you are only dependent on CNG. Not everybody is able to get CNG gas. So you also need to fix refinery. But concerning that, he has also said that when need arises, he will still pay some subsidy to intervene. That's what he has said. And like I've always argued before, that there's no developed country that doesn't subsidize energy. China subsidizes energy because energy is a big deal. So the next phase is now what you as citizens should now do is to be able to monitor the implementation. All right, where we need to now raise actions is about the implementation. Ensure that the implementation mechanism is on point and these companies get this money based on merit and everything works well as regards implementation. Because see, it is one thing to announce all these great ideas, but it is another thing also to ensure that the implementation is on point. So that's my take about the speech. After this one, I will post videos of my interventions. All right? And you will see my interventions. For this speech, the measures, I like it. Targeted measures. He can also do better, but we'll see the effect of the economy. It's pushing money into the economy. And let me tell you something. I have always been a Keynesian school of thought economist by my thinking. What he has just done is the Keynesian model. You know what John Maynard Keynes always do? When the economy is down, the government needs to push money into the economy. What we're trying to do before was the classical model of economists, where we say market forces should be able to take over everything. It doesn't work that way. But the Keynesian theory says the government actually needs to put money in the economy when things elapse. And that's where what President Tinubu just did. By my own estimation, roughly close to $1 trillion with that speech has been pumped more into the economy. Yes, by my own estimation. Roughly close to $1 trillion has been pumped into the economy. And it's been pumped to productive areas and productive sectors. If it's well implemented, you're going to see the results. At least it's going to create buffers. And it is also given a leeway by saying that if need be, because I've always argued it. But the classical model economists, the way they think, let market forces. Market forces cannot causally take over the effect of things in Nigeria. There will be problems. There will be problems. And he has said if needs be, will intervene in the gasoline prices. Let's see how all of this goes. Honestly, I think with this, I don't think Labour should continue on that their protest. Because he has given to him, has told their thunder, has given a great speech. I don't think with this, Labour will be able to continue on that their protest. I don't know. Please don't get me wrong. Don't quote me. But, and he has said they are talking about minimum wage. And let's see. But this has put in a lot into the economy. But the other part we just need to look at are things like, number one, refineries. How can we get them working? And let's also push more incentive into the economy. And when necessary, he has to intervene. He has to intervene big time in the currency markets. He has to intervene big time in the gasoline markets. It's as simple as that. But all of this, fingers crossed, let's see how the implementation will go. If it gets the implementation right, it could be a game changer. But if it doesn't get it right, this will have just been another talk shop. But hopefully, we hope it gets the implementation right. Guys, I gotta go. That's my take on the speech. So you hear me now. If the man has done well, I will say he has done well. On this speech, Tinubu has done well. He's pumped a lot of money into the economy, like the Keynesian model we've been talking about. And he has also said that he would intervene in the crude oil price markets. So, some people are saying other things. Maybe this is about to avoid an NLC strike. Let's give him the benefit of that. Like I said, the taste of all of this is the implementation. But is the speech good? On point. When something is good, it's good. For me, I'm a logical person when it comes to my arguments. If the argument is good, it's good. If the argument is not good, it's not good. Pure and simple. Hitherto, the arguments were not great enough. But now, this argument is good. Simple as that.